First of all, allow me to congratulate you, the European Investors Council, on the organization of the first Sustainable Investment Forum. We expect that this will now be a national event. Thank you for the opportunity to address this important audience. This is a timely discussion for Kosovo in its stage of development and the view of global circumstances. We hear about the positive trends of foreign direct investments, the ever-increasing remittances, increasing number of jobs, and some positive developments in increasing export. These are all good developments, recognized in regular reports of international organizations. In terms of the FDI and remittances, Kosovo stands out in the region, perhaps even beyond. The problem is how to turn these investment flows into something more productive. Currently, almost 80% of the FDI is invested in real estate, and remittances are mainly used for consumption. While both are an important source to keep the economy moving, with a little shift, they could turn into something much more sustainable. Enforcing sustainable investment and growth is a must, also in view of the mid-term brain drain. We understand that salaries in private sector are increasing, yet the working force is the key issue raised by businesses in our bilateral meeting with them. Sustainable investment, which means one that is socially responsible, will ensure that the job offers are more attractive to workers and prevent the brain drain. A higher salary alone is not sufficient, as skilled people are now want to live and work in countries that offer optimal security and environmental conditions. We can all agree that addressing environmental issues should come neck to neck with sustainable investment. We see positive developments and good dynamics in the energy sector, but more is needed in other important areas, such as waste management and advancement of environmentally friendly mobility. Reforming the business environment is likewise an important task before Kosovo. While there is a great business potential, ambitious companies, talented youth, and proximity to EU markets, you need to focus on your competitive advantages and support sectors with potential to increase exports and create jobs. We believe that private sector development and sustainable economic growth is a precondition for progress in other areas of society, political, economic, and social. It is very encouraging to see that this forum comes as an initiative from a private sector. The EU, as Kosovo's biggest donor and trade partner, has made its financial assistance available to Kosovo to make it more competitive, investment attractive, and able to create more jobs. As a response, Kosovo must take care of its investors as the best ambassadors of Kosovo investment climate. You need efficient investors aftercare program for potential and present investors in Kosovo, an agreements mechanism which will serve as a single address for receiving and addressing investors' complaints. We hope to see the two new agencies which will hopefully address many of these issues soon. The EU is already helping through our IPA projects, but even more so through our programs. We are happy to see the ratification of EU's single market program by the Assembly as the ratification of other international agreements. The program provides vast opportunity for strengthening the governance of the internal market, supporting the competitiveness of industry, and in particular of micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. But if there is anything I want to take away from my intervention today, it is that the new growth plan for the Western Balkans that will bring our partners, including Kosovo, closer to the EU single market, boost economic growth, and accelerate social economic convergence. The new growth plan is built on 4 pillars which are interdependent and reinforce each other. The first pillar tackles economic integration with the European Union single market. The second pillar aims at enhancing economic growth through the common regional market based on EU rules and standards, which will potentially add 10% to respective economic growth. Under the third pillar, we are talking about accelerated fundamental reforms, supporting the Western Balkans path toward the EU membership. And the fourth pillar entails financial assistance to support these reforms through a reform and growth facility for the Western Balkans for the period 2024-2027. Under the first pillar, single market integration, the EU Commission has made an ambitious proposal with the 7 initial priority areas and the supporting measures. First, free movement of goods. Second, free movement of services and workers. Third, access to the single euro payment area, the so-called SEPA. Facilitation of road transport, integration and decarbonization of energy markets, digital single market, and finally, integration into industrial supply chain. On regional economic integration, Pillar 2, the preparations are underway for a new common regional market action plan interlinked with the Berlin process. It is essential that the action plan corresponds to the needs, interests and ambitions of Kosovo and that the government contributes with proposals in this regard. I want to stress this link. Access to the EU single market goes through common regional market. For regional economic integration to succeed, it's imperative that Kosovo works closely together with its neighbors. Kosovo and other partners in the region can have huge benefit from the new growth plan pending implementation of reforms that are required by all. For Kosovo and Serbia, there will be some additional conditions. That they engage constructively with measurable progress and tangible results in the normalization of their relations. In this regard, free movement of goods, services and workers feature highly in the growth plan. Thus, we encourage Kosovo to lift ban on Serbian products as soon as possible. I would like to finally conclude with words of encouragement that sustainable investment indeed requires attention of all. Once again, many thanks to the business community for the initiative to bring together leaders from businesses, politics and finance to discuss something that is everyone's goal. Kosovo continued and sustainable growth. I invite you all to work towards the realization of integration goals for the region and help Kosovo become more competitive, investment attractive and able to create more jobs. Thank you very much.